Yo, what's up guys? It's John from Promo Whippin'. We're back today with a tutorial on how to create a mock-up on a Bella Canvas 3001, which is probably one of the most requested tees in the printing industry, whether it be screen printing, DTF, DTG, you name it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, cool. So there is a link in the description for a t-shirt. You can go grab that. That's what I'm going to be working with. If you want to follow along, it's a drive link. Just go grab that t-shirt, download it, and I'll see you in Photoshop. Here we go. Let's pop it open here. Alright, so hopefully you've paused the video, you've gone and grabbed your shirt, you're ready to build some mock-ups here. Okay, so we're going to build a customizable template. So we're going to throw the t-shirt in here, and basically we're going to mask it out and make it to where we can change the color to whatever color we need, like, you know, whether they want a black, white, Columbia blue, what have you. So let's go. Let's open a new file. Make it I'm going to make mine 1080 by 1080 and hit OK or create, and go to file and place embedded that shirt that you downloaded, or any shirt you want. If you didn't get that one, just go like grab one off of Google or something and place, and here we are. Okay, so I'm going to size that down a little bit. So what we need to do is, first of all, this is a terracotta colored shirt or something, so we're going to need to change that to a white shirt. So are you ready? Let's go. I'm gonna, first of all, see this little icon down here in the layers panel? That means that is a smart object. I don't want that to be a smart object. I'm gonna go ahead and right click it and rasterize that layer. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to Image, Adjustments, and Hue Saturation. Crank that all the way down on the saturation. Hit OK. And what we're gonna do now is mask this out first. So let's try Photoshop's default remove background tool and see how that plays out. So make sure you're hit on your layer there, remove background. Magic! You know who's got a really cool background removal tool? Canva. I mean, it's probably better than this, but I digress. So I'm going to throw a background behind this. I'm going to create a new layer, drag it below our shirt layer, go over here to our color chip and pick a background color. Let's do like blue. And I'm going to do this just so we can see how well Photoshop got the masking. Hard to see on the transparent grid. It did a pretty good job. I see some fuzziness, but we're at 400% right here. So that's, you know, who's going to view this stuff on a pixel level besides you and I? I see a little bit of white in the armpits. Okay, so we're going to take care of that. Over here, where it automatically removed the background, it created a layer mask for us. So click that layer mask. Make sure you're on your black color over here. Black. Because we're going to be masking out. So what we want to do, black is hide and white is show. So I'll show you. If I click this over to white for the foreground color and get my brush, then we can reveal that background. If I switch that back over to black, I just hit X on my keyboard to swap those. Then we're going to hide, like so. So you want to be on black. You want to zoom in here to this white under the armpits if you have it. And I'm hitting the left and right brackets to resize my brush. You can also hold Alt or Option on your keyboard and your right mouse button and go left and right with your mouse to make that bigger or smaller. Pretty handy. And we're just going to brush over that white area there and kind of take that out a little bit. Same over here under this armpit, like so. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so we got a little bit of a white, kind of a border on the outside of this shirt here. which may be fine, but if you don't want it and you want a little bit tighter, crisper edge on your shirt, you can do a couple different things. We can go into select and mask, which we'll try that. So click on your mask layer if it's not already. You can go up to select and mask, or Alt Control R, and here we are inside the select and mask panel. And we're going to go down here to our magic sliders here. Click on Smart Radius. And let's zoom in on this so we can see what we got here. Now, you have smooth, feather, contrast, and shift edge. And you can play around with these sliders. You can see what they do. If you hit smooth, it kind of just smooths everything out. You hit feather and smooth. But what we're going to be working with mostly here is contrast and shift edge. So you see if you hit contrast, it tightens those up. Now, you want a good combination of your smoothing and your feathering and your contrast so you don't have the jagged edges. I mean, you're probably not going to avoid them entirely, but you can certainly help them out a little bit. Now, shift that edge in until you really don't see that white anymore. I like it. And that's at 500%, guys. So, like, nobody's going to be viewing this at 500%. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right? So, okay that when you're happy with it. I'm going to hit Control 0 to zoom back out there. All right, let's take the t-shirt and make it white. So on that same layer, click on your shirt, not the mask, but the shirt. Go to Image, Levels, or I'm going to hit Control Command L, and bring the midtones down, and bring the highlights down. That's your middle and your right slider, until you have something about like that, to where it's white, but you keep a certain amount of the shading and the shadows. When you're happy with that, click OK. Alright, so now what we want to do is go down here to create a adjustment layer. Solid, it's down here. Solid color, all the way at the top here. Pick a color that you want your t-shirt to be. This is going to be customizable. You can make it anything you want later. I'm going to go with this green. Now, delete this layer mask on your solid color layer. Click on your t-shirt mask layer. You see the marching ants? Okay. Now, click back on your color fill layer and go down here to this layer mask button and hit that. Looks perfect, right? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so let's turn our blending mode of this layer to multiply. Much better, right? Except we have a green t-shirt tag. We don't really want that. So let's click on our mask layer on our solid color and zoom in here and grab your polygonal lasso tool from over here and just click around your tag as best you can, just like that. And we're going to Alt or Option backspace that. And what that did was that isolated that from the green part of the mask. Alright, so now let's zoom back out. Now, this is really cool because what we have now is a solid color fill layer that we can go in and change to whatever color we want. Or you can keep that one, duplicate it, hit Control Command J, turn the first one off, and change the second one to another color. Say you want some kind of like magenta shirt. And now you can flip between these. So you want the green, turn that off. You want the pink. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? And of course you can make your background color whatever you want. And if you're going to do the back of the shirt, just bring in the picture of the back shirt and put it right beside that one and do exactly the same thing. Steps are the same. So now we want to make it to where we can have some artwork on this shirt. Let's do the pink. And so now, click on your top layer, create a new layer. Right click that and make your new layer a smart object. Alright, this is where we're going to put our art. So double click into your smart object layer that you just created. I don't have any art to throw in there. I'm gonna use text. Presumably you'll have some kind of art to put on it. All right, so I'm gonna make something up here and say your cool art. I'm gonna center that and make it, I like Anton. Where's my Anton? There we go. I'll drag that in the middle ish. Close enough. Size it up. Alright, so that's going to be my artwork for this tutorial. Obviously you can put whatever in there you want, and when you click check up here, or just hit the X here, it'll ask you if you want to save it. Oh, I gotta commit to this. There we go. And save changes, yes. Now resize your smart layer box. I'm holding Alt down on my keyboard. Drag that up here. And there we go. Check it out. So we want to see that on green. Turn that off. Turn that on. Obviously we have our white because that's what we started with. And just like that, guys, you can change the color of this t-shirt. You know how to create any color. You can click on these, double click into your solid color layers and tweak these around to whatever color you want. And boom. Now, anytime you want to drag a different art piece in here, just double click into your smart layer and replace that art. I'm just going to drag something in here. I'm going to say place embedded in my smart object layer, and I'm going to put, I don't know what I even have. I'm going to put my logo on it. Let's go here, size that up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete this text and save that, yes. Boom. And you can tweak that down. I'm holding Alt again to keep it in proportion. Drag it up. And boom, I got my very own promo weapon t-shirt. Alright, so I don't like it on green though. I'm going to change this color to nice, what was that, Columbia blue or something? Carolina blue. Alright, awesome. It's just that easy, guys. And of course, now we can further tweak this file if we want to. Let's grab all of these layers. I'm going to shift select this layer, and this layer. Have all my layers selected so I can kind of drag this guy down. Because you know, you might want to throw a back t-shirt on here right beside that one. But for now, I'm going to leave that, put her there, and say you want to drag a header up here, like some kind of a, like you want to make this company specific. So I'm just going to grab I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to grab my rectangle marquee and come up here. I'm just going to make a little header. I'm going to fill that with black. Control D to deselect. And I'm going to turn the opacity down on that layer just a little bit. And then you can create a new layer up on top of that. Grab some text and be like, my company. Change the color of that to white. And now we can duplicate that. Bring it over here, and over here we can put something like web, email, phone. Of course these are just generic. That would be your actual web address, email address, and phone number over here instead of just this thing that says web, email, phone. And socials, you could put social links over here, and up above your background layer you can create a new layer and drag whatever image you want. Like if you have a cool image that you want to throw back in the background, let's just grab one from like FreePic. So I'm going to go to FreePic. Yes, I have caps on, I don't care. And we're going to go to cool, hey, I don't want to log in. We're going to go to cool grunge background. Click on free over here. Yeah, these are neat. So you grab something like this one. This is kind of cool. Let's download this bad boy. Let's download this. Come on. Alright, I'm going to save that to my desktop. Back to Photoshop. And I'm going to go to File, Embed, Place Embedded. Grab that background. Place it in here. Let's size it up. Here, we can turn down the opacity on that. Kind of neat, right? Looks like ice or something. I'm just saying, you can put anything you want back there. You can totally customize this to be an actual template that you use, especially for something as popular as the 3001, because it is probably one of the most common. Back in my days when I worked in a screen print shop, it was probably one of the most quoted shirt item numbers that we had available. This one and the Gildan Soft Style, what is that, the 64,000 or something like that? And that's it, guys. You can customize this to your liking, save it, pop it open anytime somebody wants this shirt, change the color, throw on their art, and boom, you have a template with their mock-up ready to rock and roll to get those orders out. Okay, now here comes my upsell. This isn't for sale, obviously you just built this. This belongs to you. But if you say, John, what if I don't want to do this and I just want somebody to have already made this in all 90 colors for me so I can just open the file and do what I want with it? Well, you're in luck, because I have created for you painstakingly, joke, it did take a long time though. Let me go over here and grab it. The Bella Canvas 3001 mock-up tool. And here she blows. Okay, so in here you will see I have all the elements to make this your own, your logo, your information, kind of like I just showed you over there on the other file. But I have already done the hard work here. You can see over here in the layers panel, I have the shirt back and the shirt front. If we click the shirt front, for example, I have already done all 90 colors for this particular shirt to make it so simple for you to just come in and choose whatever color you want, just like that. Front and back are separate. Here, let's keep that one, what I just picked. That one's Sage. Let's go in here and click the back. And if you had a customer that wanted to see their art on 2 different colors, you could make the back a different color, or you could just duplicate the front layer or group and just drag it beside that, and boom, you got 2 different colors. Let's make the shirt back a different color. Let's go. Oh, that's the front. Alright, open up the back. And let's make that one something else. How about synthetic green? Or okay. Another thing, if you click one color, you have to turn the other one off, or you're just gonna get like mud. Okay, you've got soft pink. I don't like that. Let's go with red. Nice. Or no, poppy. It's a little brighter. So you could do that for them if they wanted to see 2 different colors, or like I said, you could just take this and duplicate the front. Like say you needed 2 fronts and you didn't even need a back because it was just a front print or something. Just turn off your back. Command J your front and move it over. Excuse me. Yes, thank you so much. And you could just size that back up to where you need it. And now you've got 2 fronts, same art. Commit, and you can come in here and just change the color of that to whatever options they wanted to see. So they wanted to battle between these 2 greens, and they're like, well, I think it looks better on, you know, whatever. Cool. Now, I am selling this over on the store. I'll put a link to this in the description for the ridiculously low price of $4.95 for now. I may keep it that way, I don't know. But this is really handy, guys. And if you have any like what's the one you sell the most? Is it the Gildan? Is it the Bella? Is it a Jerseys? If you guys want me to build something like this for whatever brand, like take a poll. You guys in the comments drop what is your most popular shirt style that you sell, and I will make a mock-up template for that, just like this one, if you would like to purchase it or whatever. That's about it, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Shoot me an email, info@promoweapon.com. and let's do some mock-ups. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.